All right, here we are. We're back again. Let's hope the camera doesn't overheat. Not really sure why it's doing that, but it is what it is. So we have a generator in Don Pablo. We also brought a 100-watt solar panel, which we didn't actually get time to use that. We bought that one at Harbor Freight. We shipped it. Like our generator, we also shipped it in an LBC box. And yes, it fit inside the LBC box, just barely. So that was a great, I was just completely happy with having that generator there. And we know we have a very high quality generator.
Yeah.
Like I said, Starlink was outstanding. It was a good time. It was very, very hot. And for you individuals out there that think you can do well in the heat 24/7 with no air conditioner at all to cool your body down, I don't think I think on air on the safety side that you kind of have to slowly adjust to the heat. I did not adjust to the heat. I went straight from cold to the heat, which I didn't do so well for a while. We just watched a little special tonight on Philippine CNN, and they were talking about the military soldiers that are here and the amount of them that have actually gotten sick because they're not used to the heat and the humidity. You're looking at the humidity probably like at 50 or 60%, and the dew point is at 70%. And your outdoor temperature is somewhere in between 85 and 95. And I've kind of learned a lesson by watching Filipinos. What they do, why they don't move so quick? Is because the quicker you move, the quicker you heat your body up. If you're going to go out walking, walk slower.
Yeah.
Find the shade as quick as you can. It's the only way you can survive in this. And wash up at least 3 or 4 times a day with some cold water over you. At first I thought, oh, there's no way I can do the cold shower or what's that thing, the plastic thing called? The taboo or whatever it is.
Tabu.
Yeah. So, I got in the habit where I would pour that over my head a couple of times. Out in the province, when there's no air conditioner or air con, you do what you got to do.
Yeah, just electric.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're, probably 2 kilometers from the ocean. You were thinking, well, why didn't you just go to the ocean all the time? Well, let me tell you, the Chariot is really freaking good as a workhorse. But to ride around on it, it's living. If there's no weight in it, you're going to bounce all over the place in that Chariot. But I do think a Chariot is more than worthwhile. That, or either get yourself a 4x4. You might be able to get away with a 2x2 pickup truck in the province. You're going to have to size up your roads. If you have concrete roads always going to your house, there's no point in having a 4x4. I would also suggest a diesel engine because it's going to last a lot longer than a regular gasoline. I think in Aurora, the price for the premium unleaded was 90
90.98.
per liter, is that correct?
Yeah, per liter.
And then compared to Manila, it was 65 per liter. So there's a major price difference from the province. The province, if you want to be in the province, it is peaceful, it's quiet, it's relaxed, but you need to make sure you have some of your comforts from home, most definitely.
And also, you need to bring the cash in your pocket.
Well, I don't know about bringing cash.
Because no ATM.
What we did is we transferred a couple of $1,000 US to her sister's bank account, and then she went and turned around and pulled it all out for us.
Yeah, it's all cash.
Yeah. Right now we left the Chariot behind. Her brother is going to take care of it. And I understand there's going to be definitely some wear and tear. It's a piece of life, but I also told him that he can run to Don Pablo and he can pick up. The thing is there. Basically, everything that comes in to Don Pablo either has to be taken out by a motorcycle, taken to somebody's place in the province. It's the only ways, and every time they do that, they have to pay for it. So why not use the Chariot to be able to do it? Also, he can do, what was he bringing in the other day?
Copra.
Copra. They're like,
Coconut.
yeah, they're coconut
product.
So, usually on a motorcycle, how many bags can they carry on a motorcycle?
Like 6.
On a motorcycle?
Yeah, 6 by at least 50 kilos each or
Yeah.
more than
So like in the Chariot, he can put 12, 15, 20 of those bags in there with ease. So actually he can do a lot better than everybody else. So hopefully he'll run himself a little transportation business. You have to realize in the province, there's not a lot to do there. You know, when it hits 12 p.m., it gets hot. And where we were at, there was very, very, very little wind. It was, I mean, from,
Because it's summer as well.
yeah, so for like 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., it was just like you did nothing. You just, you know, if you could find a fan. And another nice thing we did, we shipped over in the LBC box, we shipped over a few fans that are rechargeable. So those rechargeable fans were great. We were able to recharge the fans. What we did is we took the generator, we plugged the generator into the EcoFlow. And the generator would recharge the EcoFlow, and then the EcoFlow could run everything for at least 6 to 8 hours. So in other words, it could charge 8 or 9 phones. It could recharge the fans. We could also use for Starlink. Starlink uses, it'll start up maybe with 100 watts for a couple of minutes, and then it'll settle down to probably right around 50 watts per. So that's, you know, really a great, very little power consumption from the satellite. I mean, just like I said, the reception was out of this world. So we were in Don Pablo for 7 days, and then on our way out of Masbate, oh, that was a headache upon itself. The security at their little airport that they have decided to go through everything we had. They didn't understand technology or anything else. It's just like either maybe they had too much time on their hands because our plane was delayed, or I was an American foreigner, and they just thought they would go through everything we had in question. I mean, because we also brought back the Starlink, we're going to take it back to the U.S. with us. They were questioning us about the 75-foot-long cable. I mean, they were just concerned about everything, even though Cebu Pacific, which is our airline, wasn't concerned about anything. So that was kind of a hassle, you know, especially when they just go through everything and they look at it. You know, and we've gone through Manila, we've flown everywhere in the Philippines. We never had anybody dig through our stuff like they did. And then, what is it? What day? So we came to Manila when? The 10th, right?
Yeah.
No.
No, here is like
7th?
19.
The 19th we flew into Manila, and we've been here since then in BGC, and tomorrow the 27th we will fly out. So BGC I would call it the new money of Philippines maybe. Makati is the old money of Philippines. I mean, I like Makati just because it seems to be not as hectic. The BGC is an incredible place though. If you want to stay somewhere, you know, you get yourself an Airbnb. There's restaurants everywhere. There's no traffic. It's clean. It's very impressive. You wouldn't know you're in the Philippines. There's no trikes. There's no jeepies. It's either you'll see a lot of the Grab delivery, the Food Panda deliveries. They call it Joyride, which is a motorcycle. People need a motorcycle ride somewhere, they hop on the back there. You'll see your Ferraris here, your Porsches. I mean, this is really a very, very upscale area. Unfortunately, I think it's eventually going to outprice itself because the amount of, this is where everybody goes. I mean, you walk around here and you see the foreigners from everywhere. And we all know what happens when too many of us show up. The prices just keep going up and up and up. But you also have to think of another thing though, and in some ways, I mean, if you stay in the Makati, it feels a little more like the Philippines. You know, it's just, there's something different about it. BGC is a little more...
There's a lot of Filipinos.
I mean, there's a lot of Filipino here, but they're young, they're working. A lot of them are in their call centers located all over the place. But the restaurants, there are so many restaurants that you should be able to get away with on an average nightly meal somewhere in between 350 to 700 pesos per person. I mean, we go to, what's the name of that restaurant we went to?
Nonos.
Nonos. We go to Nonos. Nonos we love. I mean, we walked out tonight with Nonos. I had the fried chicken sandwich. She had the waffles and fried chicken, and we had 2 mango shakes, which were just out of this world, and we spent 1,070 pesos for it. That was our cost for our meal. So about a little less than $20 at today's exchange rate. I mean, hopefully in another year we can move here. We're planning on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have to figure out exactly where we want to live. We'll either live on our property, or we may buy property in Palawan, or possibly Cebu or Leyte. Those are our three choices. We just haven't quite figured out where, when, how, or what. But we'll work on it. So thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope you subscribe, click like, and ask all the questions you want. This is my wife, Urasawa Catherine, and I am Barry. We are signing off. Click that bell. Thank you for tonight.